It's always stressful as fuck setting these things up, god damn it. How the hell are you? I'm doing pretty well. I just spent 30 minutes out in the motherfucking cold trying to get Kevin, dude. I swear to God it's Kevin. I am not 100% sure. I He has longer hair than Kevin, okay? But he looks exactly like Kevin. And I haven't seen Kevin since he had short hair. He's probably like a dog. He's gonna grow a winter coat, I would presume. Let's fucking find out, dude. I swear to God it's Kevin out there. I tried to give him pizza. If you haven't seen the Kevin shorts, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go look at the Kevin shorts, dude. It's a cat that's around the neighborhood. The neighbor owns him. And we used to give him snacks, give him food, and he disappeared before it got cold. And I've been praying that I see this motherfucker because I love that cat, dude. He's like my pride and joy. We can't have animals here in the apartment, and so that cat was like, he was like our, he was like our agreement, or what do you want to call it? Our kind of loophole. You know what I'm saying? That we have this cat that goes with the neighbor. He lives with the neighbor, but he walks over here all the time when me and Chance go out for a cigarette or whatever it may be. And we haven't seen this cat since before winter started, and it's been the first time in 10 or 11 years his owner said. And I swear to God, I saw this motherfucking cat, dude. But he had a longer fur than Kevin, and he was scared as fuck, way more scared than Kevin was. But see, Kevin, he always got scared too. Sometimes you go and pet his little butt, he'd try to bite you and shit. He gets nervous. It's just how cats are. And once you're back in that instinctual environment, you have to revert back to those instincts. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, it's either adapt to where you're at or you die. And okay, do cats grow a winter coat? That for sure they do. Come on now. They grow a winter coat, thicker fur, change in hair length, shedding patterns. What do we got? Cats grow a denser undercoat in cold months to provide insulation against the cold. This undercoat is composed of soft, fine hairs that trap air close to the skin, which helps in retaining body heat. Some cats might also experience a slight increase in the length of their guard hairs, the longer, coarser hairs that form the outer layer of the coat, though this isn't as pronounced as the undercoat growth. You're concerned about your cat's coat or notice? Okay. So, yes, that means that to survive in this cold, his body probably adapted, dude. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God that's Kevin, dude. I swear to God. I spent like 30 minutes out there trying to get him to eat a piece of pizza and come to me, but he would not do it. But that's the thing about Kevin. He never came to us on command. You would have to wait for him to come to you. And now that he's in a state of what do you want to call it? A state of hypervigilation or vigilation? Hypervigilant? Yeah, hypervigilation. He's hypervigilant. He's not going to want to come to me. He's trying to survive out there. And so I spent like 30 minutes trying to get this cat to come in, dude. And it's cold as fuck out there. It's like negative 20. The real feels like negative 20, dude. But I felt so bad leaving him out there. And I think me and Chance are going to go look for him. Because I can't just leave that cat out there, dude. I've been praying to God that I see him and that he's not dead. Because everybody, not everybody, but Chance is a bit of a pessimist and he believes that Kevin was gone. And I'm like, no, there's no way Kevin's gone. I can't believe it. But I swear to God, this is Kevin. But I really hope it is, man. I really hope we can bring Kevin home. Because it's been lonely without him. I love Kevin, dude. I love animals, man, and I can't stand to see them go through something like that where they can't find their way home or they're out in the cold like this. Because I stood out there for 30 minutes. I started to feel my hands go numb, my face, and I know they have like a winter coat and they have fur to protect them from that, where we don't. But still, I don't want him to be out there by himself and stuff. That's why I gave him pizza. I'm like, he loved pizza. He would come into our garage and there was a piece of pizza that was left there for him, that we left for him. He would lick that thing every so often, or every day, he'd come in, lick the pizza, then go out. Then he'd lick the pizza, go out. And I loved it, man. Sorry, I got distracted by this. Is I thought it said to consult with a vegetarian, but it says con- consult with a veterinarian. But oh shit. I've decided that I'm no longer doing those fight videos, dude. Um, it was a great opportunity. And it was a great learning experience, but it's not me. I started this whole thing not for me to be like, oh, let's talk about me the whole time. Nah, it's not why I started this thing. It's to talk about the intellectual things. That's why it's called the intellectual black hole. The intellectual black hole. That's why I agreed to do it, was because I'm like, okay, I want to put more videos on here anyway, right? So fighting videos, chef videos, this video, that video, just a bunch of different genres to hit a bunch of different marks within the algorithm. But me and the guy who owns the company or the business or the fighting, whatever the fuck you call it. See, this is another reason I'm not doing it, because I have no idea about sports. I don't know anything about it, dude. I was winging all those interviews. I'm not going to cap. I did not know what the fuck I was talking about, didn't know what I was doing. Nobody gave me a blueprint to how I'm supposed to do it. I literally just went in there, balls to the wall. Let's figure what the fuck we got to talk about. Let's get 5 to 15 minutes out of this person, and then we'll upload it and edit it. And to be honest, initially when I did the first ones in person, I was super nervous because I'm not really like a social person like that. I'm getting better at it, obviously, but I'm not used to being around all those people. But as time went on throughout those in person interviews, I started to get more and more accustomed to talking to these people, asking questions, figuring it out. And so I was able to do it, obviously. And then we went to the phone interviews, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't like talking to people when they're not there. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody, not only in a 5 to 15 minute window, but it's also hard to have a conversation with somebody when they're not even here. You're not even in the same room. So some of them, they were doing this, like, we all have our own lives going on, and so I'm scheduling these things, yes, but also they have their own life going on. So maybe they're thinking about their kids. Like, I interviewed one guy, he was talking to his kids, which I have no problem with, obviously, or not talking to them, but he was watching them, which I have no problem with, obviously. But that's not how an interview or a conversation works, and that's what I want this thing to be. It's just normal conversations with normal people. That's why I did it with Bean Dip, because he was an interesting person. He seemed like a talker, and he was, and we had a very good conversation and podcast around what we were discussing. And that's what I want this fucking thing to be. I don't want it to be some fight companion show or some show where we show off this fight organization, because that's not me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that area. I could talk about science, I could talk about books, I could talk about math. I could talk about fucking biology, evolution. I could talk about all this stuff because I am well versed in these subjects. I spend a lot of time in my life researching them, looking into them, because that's what I'm interested in. But sports, I'm not interested in at all. And I feel like I'm doing a disservice to his company, not only, but I'm doing a disservice to this podcast and myself, because I'm not interested in it. The first few were fun and I enjoyed it. I didn't finish what I was saying. I was super stressed after those first interviews, dude. I was basically tweaking. I threw my phone away. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was getting snappy with my nieces and my nephew. I was not angry, but I was super stressed out. Threw my phone down. Went to the Y with Adam. We hit the steam room sauna. I was good. And then I went back to my sisters later and apologized to my nieces and nephews, because I'm like, I can't have them thinking it's okay to snap on people or tell them to leave them alone when they're angry and stuff like that. I try to be a good role model for them. And so I went back there and I apologized. I was like, if I was being an asshole early, I'm sorry. They're kids, dude, but obviously they're not gonna like take it to heart. But I don't want to imprint on them in that way. So I try to make it to where I'm not drinking around them. I'm not flipping out around them or at them. I'm trying to keep it to where I'm a level core around them. You know what I'm saying? If I have problems and shit, they know about them. Like, I'm not trying to hide nothing from my nieces and nephews, but I don't want to be that person that snaps at them or yells at them or do any of that sort. I don't think it's necessary with children, but after that, I started editing them, obviously. And I quite enjoyed the editing process at first. It was a lot, but it was useful to my brain because I like being on multiple different things at once. But as time went on, I started to not enjoy it, and I didn't like it. And to be able to know what you like and don't like, you have to put yourself in all kinds of different situations to figure that out. And what I figured out is I don't like that. I don't like editing because then I have to watch myself fucking I was watching myself every day, multiple times a fucking day, and that is, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I hated it. I fucking hated it. Because to edit the videos, you have to sit there and keep going back. You edit pieces, you go through it once, put in the first stuff, and then you fucking go through it, edit out clips or put stuff in, and then you have to go watch it again. And then you might see something else that you could have improved on. And then you got to watch it again and again and again. And by then, bro, you're so sick of watching yourself, you feel like you look like the biggest fucking idiot on planet Earth, dude. And at that point, I was like, okay. I was getting tired of watching myself. I don't mind interviewing the fighters and talking to people. I enjoy that part. But listening to myself, dude, that gets to be way too fucking much because I'm like, this guy's a fucking retard. I hate listening to myself over and over and over again. And not only that, but there was a few like creative differences that me and the owner had, is what I was gonna say. And he wants things done a certain way, and I want my podcast to remain my podcast and authentic and how I've been doing it, because I feel like that's the best way to get information and best way to get things out to people is to be authentic and keep it the way I've been doing it. And he didn't want me doing links, spreading links some places. Like, I've been sharing my links since I started this thing 2 years ago. I'm not going to stop. And it's not that I'm trying to like take over. I'm not trying to be this hot shot. Like, I was listening to him, gaining his ideas, and I was trying to have a conversation with the guy about, hey, why can't we do this and this? And I was trying to be open, but he wasn't seeing it the way I was seeing it. And I don't want another person to be trying to tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Like, initially, we barely even talked about it, me and the guy. Like, and I'm not dogging on any of the fighters. I'm not dogging on the organization. I'm not dogging on him. I quite enjoyed the experience I had. I just don't want to do it anymore. But um, initially, he just left me alone. I was doing my own thing. Nobody was telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing, and he liked it. He liked what I was doing. But then when it came around to sharing the videos and certain aspects of the videos he wasn't appreciating, like the one that I uploaded with the dark guy, like his camera wasn't working. And that's just part of the process. That sometimes cameras don't work. And I'm not going to redo an interview because here's the thing, with these interviews, it was basically just getting the other person to ramble. You're asking questions, hoping they will ramble for a while. Then you can have something that they say that you can bounce off of, and then you can ramble or ask more questions about what they rambled about. But the thing is, if they're not asking or if they're not rambling, then you're just asking questions. Oh, how is this? How did that go? What do you got to do here? And then it just sounds, it's an interview, essentially, and that's what an interview is, I guess. But um, I can't redo that. I can't redo that because then it's not going to be authentic. It's not going to be what it's supposed to be. You want me to ask these fighters questions and interview them, it's got to be authentic. It can't be staged. Like, I already redid one, and that one wasn't too bad when I redid it. But I can't redo one if the person's not trying to have a conversation and they're not in it. You know, that's why I said I don't like doing them on the phone, because they're not in it. They're not in the conversation. They've got their kids over here, or they just went and did this thing, or they did that, or they got to do this after. And so it's basically like a nuisance. That's why I don't ask people to come on here. Blair and I got to do one, which I'm probably not going to be doing one with Blair for a few weeks, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I don't ask Chance to come on for the same reason, because if I force somebody into this kind of situation where we're supposed to be having a discussion and talking and bouncing ideas back and forth, they're not going to want to be here and they're not going to want to do it. It's going to be like when your parents make you get up for school, or when they tell you to do chores. You're like, as an adult, and when you're living by yourself, doing dishes isn't too bad. Doing laundry isn't too bad. Taking care of the responsibilities that you have to take care of are not that bad. But when you're a kid and your parents are telling you, oh, do this, do that, oh, that, you don't want to fucking do it. You're like, oh my God, this person's just telling me what to do all the time. And that's not the thing I'm trying to sculpt here. I'm trying to sculpt something unique, something special, to where we could just sit down, have a conversation, have your substance of choice, whether it be nicotine, marijuana, fucking alcohol, whatever your substance of choice is, as long as it's not harming anybody or harming me or harming yourself, go fucking right ahead, dude, and let's have a conversation. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. And that's the problem with those 5 to 14-minute interviews, is you can't get the person comfortable within that time span. By the time they're comfortable and they're having a good time, conversation's over. And then they're like, oh, I guess we're done here. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of that. But not only that, I've watched some of the fighting videos. The guy that I was working for, his name's Darius. I'll name drop. I watched some of his fights, and to me, I'm unexperienced. I'm uneducated in the sport, in any sport really. I've never watched sports. I've never looked into them. I've never enjoyed them. They don't interest me in one bit at all. But I did watch some of his fights, and he looked like he was doing well. And he was a good fighter. And I'm not dogging on any of the fighters or him or his organization. I'm just saying I don't think I'm the person for the job. Like I can do it, and I can like, that's the thing. If I can do it, but I'm not interested, I'm gonna start half-assing it. And I started to notice I was half-assing things already, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I don't like half-assing things. I prepare everything for when I sit down and do this solo podcast. I'm preparing my mind, I'm preparing my body, I'm preparing my spirit to be able to sit here for however long I decide to do it, and to be able to have this conversation, even if it's by myself. I prepare and I prepare and I prepare and I prepare. That's why I'm constantly learning, constantly working out, constantly meditating, because I'm trying to get this thing as undeniable as possible. And with the fighting interviews and stuff, I'm just half-assing it. I won't even lie. And maybe they were good. People were telling me they were good. I have no idea. But I don't want to put something out that I'm half-assing. I can't. I can't do that. And so I decided I'm not doing it anymore. And the reason I'm not going to be doing one with Blair for a while, we've been trying to get one in, but he's been busy. I was busy yesterday. Me and Adam ended up going to Old Man's house, which is this old guy that me and Adam know. And we, I think his name's, I don't even know. I know his name, but I'm not going to name drop him. We call him Old Man. He doesn't mind being called that. I think he likes it, actually. But we ended up building a bed frame. We built end tables. We took out an electrical socket because it had started on fire, because the wires were touching and it was old. We had we ran a few places for him. We built a shelf for the guy. I think I'm gonna go there soon, either after me and Adam are going on vacation, which I was going to talk about. That's why me and Blair can't do one. But after vacation, I think I'm going to go there and change out some more electrical sockets for him. And I'm going to rake his backyard because he's been wanting that done. And nobody's been there to do it. Adam works, and I work, and Adam's brother doesn't really want to do it. So I think I'm going to go and do that for him. Well, I'm going to go do that for him. It's just a matter of when. And then the vacation me and Adam are going on, we're going to fucking Arizona, dude. And I'm stoked. I'm fucking excited. On Thursday, actually, this week. So, and I'm going to record a pod down there because I can't miss a week. I haven't missed a week in 2 years, and we ain't starting now. So I told Adam either he wants to do one with me, or when he goes to bed, or when he's sleeping when I wake up. I'll hit a pod. Or if he wants to do one with me, we can hit a pod while we're hiking or something. Adam and I, we have a bunch of podcasts that we just don't record. Him and I are always talking about interesting shit or cool shit. We talk a lot of shit to each other, but at the end of the day, Adam and Chance are my fucking brothers, dude. Those two have been with me through thick and thin, through everything. They've seen me at my lowest. They've seen what I am capable of, and I respect those two with every cell and soul in my body, dude. Every part of my body and my soul, I respect those two with everything, dude, because they've always been here for me. And sometimes I don't show the appreciation like I'd really want to, but I do appreciate those motherfuckers with everything. I'm gonna go grab some athletic greens. I've been sipping my vitamins. Uh, I've been sipping my vitamins again because I accidentally ordered them, and so I'm like, shit. I guess I'm gonna fucking have to. I'm not gonna cancel it because it was like the reason I fucking do it is, or I don't order them very often, is because they're like $164. Well, it was for the order that I needed because I needed more vitamin D, and then I get their omegas too, their omega fish vitamins. But it accidentally came out of my account because I usually don't cancel it. I just push them forward. Like you can push a button on their app or on their website where you skip a payment, and that's what I usually do is skip a payment or skip a shipment rather than canceling, because I really do like this stuff. It's just super expensive. Like without the vitamin D, it's $134 still. But I think this is really beneficial, and it does wonders, dude. But me and Adam are going to go to Arizona for 2 weeks, almost. I think 9 or 10 days. And I'm very excited, dude. I've never been to Arizona, never been on a plane, never been out of the fucking state without my parents, to be honest. I've been to like Minnesota and shit. I've driven. I've been to Wisconsin with Chance, but even then, it's like. And then I've been to St. Louis. I've been places. It's just never really like this, where it's going to be an extended trip with just my homie, and we're flying out there. We're going to be there a while. It's going to be fucking sick, dude. And me and Adam have been talking about it a lot because we're both excited about it. I was going to make a coffee before this, so I was feeling a little tired, but now I'm not tired. After going out in the cold and looking for Kevin, I found him, dude. I swear to God it was Kevin. I'm never going to let that go. I got to find him. I don't want to fucking leave that cat out there, dude. I care too much about him. I swear to God I do. I didn't even know him that long. I didn't know him as long as his fucking family did, but goddamn do I love that cat. Animals and kids just have a different place in my heart, dude. Like I love it. I love everybody. I say this all the time. I love everyone. Flaws, regardless of your flaws. I love people for the essence of their being. I love humans because they have a soul. I love that soul within them. But adults have their flaws, and I can't fuck around and hang around most adults, in my opinion, because a lot of us have our flaws. A lot of us don't choose not to improve on them, or we're oblivious to them. And when they're called out, a lot of people don't like that. People don't like their flaws being called out. I'm one of them, man. Everybody has their flaws. That like you, it takes a certain amount of self awareness to what's the word I'm looking for? Discern between your discern between an emotion that's warranted and an emotion that's not warranted. Like if somebody calls me an alcoholic and I get upset about it, well, is that their fault or is that mine? That's my fault because maybe I have been drinking too much and I just didn't want to admit it to myself. And this anger is letting me know, hey, the only reason this is triggering you is because you've been drinking a lot. If you weren't drinking, you wouldn't be upset about it. It's like somebody calling me fat now. Yeah, when I was a kid, it hurt my feelings because I was fat. But if somebody calls me fat now or gay or whatever the fuck they want to call me, it's not going to affect me because I'm not that. So it doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? What was I even talking about? Talk about self-awareness and shit. But I hope I hope he comes back, man. I swear to God. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. And but animals and kids, dude, they're pure. They don't. They may fuck around and they may. It's not even a mistake or them causing problems. If that makes sense. If that makes sense, because kids and animals don't know what they're doing. They're following instincts, basically. They don't have the brain to discern. Yeah, animals are smart and kids are smart as well, but they don't intentionally cause harm like adult humans do. That's why I don't trust many adults, is because they lie, they fucking talk, they gossip, they do all kinds of stuff that just put me off. And that's why I don't like to fuck with most people, dude. That Bean Dip dude, Dre, he's a cool dude. He's a cool ass dude. And me and him still been talking. We've been keeping the line open, if that makes sense. But I talked to a bunch of people. I talked to Adam. I talked to Chance. I talked to my dad. I talked to JJ. Shout out to JJ Wickman. I talked to Dre. I've talked to all of them about whether I should do this fighting stuff. And yes, I can, but I don't want to half-ass it, and I'm not interested in it. And I can't force an interest into something. And I don't want to be that guy that just does this for a paycheck or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. I I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can physically, and I can force my mental to do it, but spiritually, I reject it because it's not me. It's not something not something I'm passionate about, I should say. And I feel like that if I do something like that I'm not passionate about, then I'm not really bringing everything I have to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm half-assing it, and I don't want to half-ass anything in life. I'm trying to become a better person than I was when I was young, and to be able to do that, I have to follow my passions, and I have to treat people with respect and love. And I can't do that with fighting because I'm not interested in it. I want to learn jujitsu and boxing just because I want to be able to defend myself in a situation where somebody has a weapon or somebody is coming at me with like fists or something. I want to be able to defend myself, but I'm not trying to go fight in a ring or in a cage. I mean, see, I don't even know the terminology, dude. I was slowly learning it, but then as I was learning it, I'm like, I don't care about this stuff. And that's how I realized when I was interviewing them too. And I feel fucked up for saying it, but I can't really help it. Is as the fighters were talking about shit that they cared about, I didn't care. I cared more about their families and how they got into the sport, like the psychology of it. And physically, oh, what are you doing? Like, oh, you're doing jujitsu. Where do you train at so that I can learn? You know what I'm saying? Their passion is not my passion, and I can't force my passion to be that. I've never been interested in sports. And I think that I'm gonna have to leave Bago soon too, because I've realized that I've gotten too comfortable there. And I love that place too. And I love welding. I'm passionate about welding, but that's the only reason I stay there is because of the people. Those people there are like my family at this point. I've been there almost 4 years, 3.5, and they're like my family. And I don't want to have to leave them, but I think I'm gonna have to. I know I'm gonna have to. Not think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to after I come back from Arizona. After those 2 weeks are up, I've already been applying for places. I don't like getting too comfortable. Being comfortable is how you stop your growth and how you stop becoming a better person. And I don't want to be too comfortable. That's not who I'm trying to be. I spent the first half of my life completely comfortable, completely, everything was taken care of. All I did was watch YouTube and eat. And I can't ever go back to that. So I've been putting in applications, and I'm going to have to find something else to do, whether it be welding or something completely different, because I need to I need I need I need a new change. Like, I need something different. Not just with job, but everything, dude. I can't do this shit forever. The podcast I'm going to do forever, but I can't live like this forever, where I'm always in this constant constraint. You know what I'm saying? There's too many things that I'm too comfortable with, and I can't stand that. I can't. I can't do it. Even though I love the people at Winnebago, I love my supervisor, and I love my lead, I love the people I work with. I even love the grumpy old man in my area. I think he hates me at this point. I don't know what the fuck I did to the guy. Me and him used to talk all the time. We were chill. But I think he hates me now for some reason. I've never asked him. I just don't talk to him. He seems like he doesn't want to talk to me. I'm not going to talk to you. But I still have respect and love for that guy even. Because I admire their personalities. I admire them as people. And I respect them as people. But I have to move on to new experiences and meet new people and gain new knowledge. And that's how I need to continue growing as a human being. I can't just be stuck in one box just because it's comfortable and because I have everything that I need. Not to mention, Chance is going to be moving back sometime. I don't know when. But also, I'm going to Arizona. I want to go to Texas here soon. I can't be in a position where I'm not making 40 hours, and I don't make 40 hours there. I'm lucky if I make 32, 33 hours. So it's got to be, I got to make a change. And change sucks, but it has to be done. Speaking of change, Daddy's home, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy is fucking home. Trump is back in the motherfucking White House. And he's already been signing a bunch of executive orders. He's already been doing a lot. I'm fucking stoked. I'm fucking stoked. I definitely didn't need coffee, dude. I think it was just from sitting around all day. That's the thing. I've been sitting around all day. I did like 40. That's generous. 45 minutes is generous. Probably like more like 30 minutes of work today, dude. In a fucking 7-hour period, I did 30 to 45 minutes of work. That's why I can't stay there. I love that place. It's more like a hangout spot than a fucking job. That's the problem. And that's why I spent so long there. I've been there almost a year now. Again, it's almost been 3.5 years that I've worked there, besides those 6 months I left. And I love that place. And it'll always be near and dear to my heart, but I can't stay there. I wish I could. I wish they provided me the necessary tools that I could utilize to improve and to become a better human being, but I've been stuck in the same position. Same amount of pay. I haven't even seen a full paycheck with the raise I got, dude. I was raised up to 23.09 an hour, but I'm not making enough money because I don't get the 40 hours that I'm supposed to. And we're supposed to be guaranteed 36. I'm not getting that. I'm just kind of sick of being dicked around by this company all the time. And I know it's not the people that I work with. We're all just stuck in a system, and I refuse to be stuck in a system, dude. Why I try to stay out of trouble with the law. I try to fucking not go to the doctor. I don't go to the dentist because I don't want to be stuck in a system. See where we're at here. Don't do it. Ah, we're almost there. I always get nervous thinking I can't do this stuff anymore, but I got it in the bag, bruh. I'm a podcaster. And if I'm not a podcaster, I'm a video maker at least. I'm good at this. This is what I love to do. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm passionate about, man. This is why I can't do the fighting video. Because I love this. I love just sitting here and rambling and talking about things that I experience or that I've learned and just trying to help people. And I can't help people by doing those fighting videos. That's not my main calling, dude, in life. I swear to God it's not. After this, I'm going to the motherfucking gym. That's why I was gonna drink coffee too, cause it's leg day, baby. And I got off at 1:30 today, I was gonna come straight here and do a podcast, but then bro, I don't mean to keep bringing this up, but I swear to God, it was fucking Kevin. I saw him, dude. I've been praying to fucking God since he went missing to show me where the fuck Kevin is. I swear to God, I have been. And today, dude, I see a little fucking black and white cat running in the rear, in my fucking side mirror, dude. I see him, and I fucking whip a Yui in the middle of the road. It may have been illegal. I don't know. I actually did it twice, so I'm sorry if that's illegal. But I saw Kevin, dude, and it's like fucking. Let's see. What is the real feel temperature in Forest City, Iowa? See what Grok has to say. That's not even today. Is today the no? It's the 21st, dude. It's not gonna tell me. Let's see. I was gonna edit these as well, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's see what we got here. It says there is no way it's 35 degrees outside. Absolutely not, dude. I refuse to believe that shit. It's been like negatives. Let's check in here. There is no fucking way it's 35 degrees outside. 50436. Boom. See what this thing has to say. Why is it so hard to search the fucking weather? Just show me the weather, dude. How hard is that? It's spazzing. It doesn't know. Today. Click today. Maybe I just don't know how to use it. Here we go. It's -5 this morning. Here we go. It feels like -11. Yeah. So then I whip a Yui, and I swear to fucking God, it was Kevin, and he ran away from me because he's back in his primal mode, dude. It's like anything. If you leave a human out in the woods for 5, 6, 7 months, you either learn how to catch food and survive out there, or you fucking die. And those are the only two options. Either you learn how to adapt, or you get saved, I suppose. But if let's say nobody's around, you die or you adapt. And he looked so scared. He was skittish, dude, like an outside cat now. But he was kind of like that already because he would go after squirrels and stuff. And so I whip a Yui, pull over, hop out, dude. I'm like, Kevin, come here. But he wouldn't come to me because he was scared. And he was trying to get into somebody's shed because he was cold. I know he was cold. I feel so bad, dude. But then he runs over to another yard, and then I fucking whip a Yui back. I'm trying to like gauge if he knows me or not, and I could tell that he could. Something in his motherfucking eyes, dude. He kept looking back to me like he knew me. Something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot, but swear to God it was Kevin. So I fucking drove home. I fucking grabbed a piece of pizza out of the motherfucking fridge, and then I ran back there on foot because I didn't want to scare him with the truck. He gets skittish around trucks. I know around vehicles because he knows better. He's a smart cat, dude. But I was unsuccessful. I threw him chunks of the pizza, almost got him to come to me, dude. So close. He was creeping, but then I think something scared him. Like he's on his head's on a swivel. He's not taking any chances, and that's how you survive out in the wild, dude. But I felt so bad leaving him over there, man. I didn't want to do that. I really hope me and Chance can get him back inside. I really hope so. If he doesn't have front claws, for sure, Kevin. because Kevin didn't have front claws. And so it's a miracle that he even's out there, dude. What the fuck's he been eating? What's he been doing? That's what races through my head. You know what I'm saying? But I think I've talked enough. I'm gonna end this thing and go to the fucking gym, hit a leg day, warm up because it's cold as fuck. 72 in here. It doesn't even feel that way. I feel a draft somewhere, dude. It's cold as shit. But anyway, I love you guys. Bye.